my dear friends, how are you? It's Kiki. Welcome to Languages with Kiki. First of all, I wanted to thank you all so much for sending me messages, for commenting, for subscribing. We reached over 14,000 subscribers, and that's so amazing. I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. I didn't expect that. And so far, um, it's been so liberating for me to open up with you and share my experiences, my feelings and thoughts. So I'm really, really grateful for your support and kindness and affection. Today I would like to talk about anxiety. Since I was having a pretty shitty moment this morning, I thought, Kiki, talk about anxiety. Since you're feeling anxious, talk about that and what you do to feel better. Sometimes I'm like a sky. I'm blue and clear, and all of a sudden, clouds approach, and those clouds are painful memories or triggers, external triggers, and I start remembering and I start feeling so much pain. I can't deal with that. I can feel the pain all over again because past is present when you bring it with you. Yeah. Past is present when you bring it with you all the time. Like a turtle, with the house on its back. I sometimes carry my pain on my back. And when I get in that mood, it's not that easy to get out of it. First of all, I love people. I love my friends. I really love them. My real life friends, I just adore them from the bottom of my soul. But when I'm dealing with anxiety, with bad anxiety, I just want to be by myself. And I cannot give my attention to others. I just want to think about what I'm feeling, write down my thoughts, try to, to get my shit together and feel better. And eventually I will meet up with them. Maybe later today I will meet with my friends. But I had to basically cut a lot of relationships from my life because people couldn't understand that I need time for myself. I sometimes just want to be on my own. I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to be by myself. And my true friends really get that and never ask me for an explanation. Sometimes maybe I disappear for a week. I don't want to talk. I don't want them to call me. I seldom message them, and it's fine. Because my true friends really get that. But other friends who are not so much friends, maybe people who have known me just for a little time, or friends who are not that close to me just don't get that, and eventually we part ways. So one thing that I cannot stand is people who constantly ask other people's attention, since when I feel bad, I never put my pain on others. I never complain. I hate complaining. Sometimes I write down what I feel. If they ask me, how are you doing? I just write down how I'm feeling. But I don't like complaining. I don't like that. I really don't like that. And if I notice that I'm complaining, I get so ashamed. And yeah, so sometimes I need time off, the world, off internet, off social events. And then all of a sudden maybe I feel better. And I decide to go out, I decide to meet up with people, and it's not a big deal. But when you are feeling anxious, you need to make sure you protect yourself. You need to make sure you have time to focus on what's bothering you, because there's always a reason. I was once in a philosophy class, and the professor asked us the difference between basically anxiety and fear and angst. And I think anxiety is something you cannot really define. Anxiety is a sense of imminent, danger and fear of something, but you're not quite sure what you're afraid of, right? That's anxiety. Angst is more like a sort of more obscure feeling of, you know, being empty and terrorized. And fear is a response to something external, which is putting you in danger. So anxiety is really strange, and anxiety has to do with something real happening inside yourself. Maybe it's a way your body has to tell you that you're doing something wrong in your life, you know. You're doing something wrong. You need to change something. You need to change some patterns. And maybe you need to cut some relationships from your life. Maybe you need to change the type of work you do. Maybe you need to be less strict with yourself. So, one thing that really put me in a brighter mood this morning was that I received the Jacqueline Wilson magazine. And I feel like if there are angels in this world, some angels send me this, because instantly when I read Jacqueline Wilson's book, or I watch an interview of her, or I think about her even, I feel so much peace and calm in my heart. I would dream, you know, to become like her and be one of those people you think about and you feel good when you think about them. And she is one of those people for me. I wish I could meet her one day and just tell her how much she means to me. Maybe I should write her a letter. Anyways, literature, books, they really help. They really help. I was reading this beautiful book by Yeats. I bought it just a couple of days ago. As you can see, I've tackled it. And I put some cute, you know, stickers where I thought there was an interesting poem. And I just love the music. It's like melted honey on paper. And I I wish I was a talented poet like Yeats, but my poems are not as beautiful as his poems. Obviously, he's a genius of poetry. And just to read you something, um, down by the Sally Gardens, my love and I did meet. She passed the Sally Gardens with little snow-white feet. She bid me take love easy, as the leaves grow on the tree. But I, being young and foolish, with her would not agree. This is so incredibly melodic and beautiful. So poetry really helps me when I'm feeling anxious. Doing something with my hands, either painting, either reading tarot cards, writing, drawing, everything, you know, handmade, really helps me feeling less anxious. Writing down a schedule of my day, what I'm going to do that day, also helps me a lot to feel less anxious. It relieves a little bit of that pressure you feel, you know, that uncertainty, because I feel anxiety is connected to uncertainty in a lot of ways. So maybe you're feeling anxious because you do not know what you want to do in life, where you're going to live, who you're going to marry, who you're going to be with, what's going to happen. And if, you know, chances are, if bad things happen to you in the past, you might be anxious because you are afraid that other catastrophic events will happen in your life. And I have that a lot. And I think most of my suffering has to do with the fact that I'm so afraid that something bad is going to happen again. And since I went through a bunch of traumatic experiences already, I don't want to go through other painful events all over again. And that's why I got into the law of attraction, you know, because I started realizing that the more you fear that, you know, the more you're afraid, the more you're going to attract that very thing. That's why I always keep positive. I try to surround myself with smiley things. And once again, you know, so many people say you are too concerned of what others think of you. Because I, for example, explain why I love cute things like this thing. And I just wanted to explain, I ache to explain how much colors and beautiful things and cute things mean to me. They are basically a way for me to focus on something nice, you know, focus on something positive, because my negative thoughts and my cloudy and dark thoughts sometimes haunt me so much. I need to do that, or else I will just be in a miserable mood. And so this has helped me a lot. And yeah, and someone pointed out that metal music is beautiful and it's powerful. I mean, I listen to Manowar, for example, and I'm like, wow, I feel a warrior, like, so for now, wave goodbye, and wring your hands high, and that song, it's so powerful, so beautiful. And you listen to Rhapsody, and it's like, whoa, and you listen to Pantera, and you listen to a lot of metal bands, and it's beautiful. But in my dark period, I used to listen to Mayhem, Obituary. We all know what happened to the singers, alright? A silencer. We all know who the singer is, Natram. Google it. Google him up if you don't know what I'm talking about. I used to listen to that music. Silencer. Very, very dark. Um, doom bands. Black metal bands. I used to watch Begotten. If you don't know what Begotten is, just Google it. I used to basically go to sleep with Begotten in my head, and that was how I felt. I couldn't. I watched that movie, and I felt that it explained what I felt inside, like the desolation I felt inside my soul, um, in my dark moment. And it's funny because Begotten is also black and white. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, just Google Begotten and Silencer and listen to their music, and you'll understand how I felt, the pain I felt. So yeah, I agree. Metal can be beautiful, but the type of metal I was listening was so toxic. And nowadays, I can't even listen to Silencer without breaking up a little, without falling apart a little, because I used to remember, because I remember how I used to feel. I mean, but yeah, I'm talking about a bunch of things all at once. I hope it's not, strange for you. I might decide to add subtitles, but I just don't know. Maybe I should record another version, or I could just leave it like that. Anyways, so other things that help me: going into nature. I went into nature a few days ago. I should go again. This morning I didn't have a chance to go into nature, but I should do it very soon. ASMR. ASMR helps me a lot, more than I could ever be able to explain. It really helps me. Feeling more positive, feeling more relaxed, and I think that's why it's so important in my life. It's so important. I can't sleep without ASMR. I can sleep, but I don't sleep as nicely as when I listen to ASMR. I love recording videos. I love thinking about recording videos, buying props, and it helps me connect with my best part. And I think we should always find things which help us connect with our best part, with our best version, as Infinite Waters Diving Deep would say. It's ever so important. So yeah, other things which help me: cooking. Cooking is so therapeutic. Try it. If you don't like cooking, just try something easy, something quick and nice. For example, porridge. Make an omelette. Make boiled rice with vegetables. Make something, but cook, because cooking is just magical and it really helps a lot. And physical exercise too can help, but in my case, it doesn't really lift my mood, because I always feel very tired when I'm anxious, so I don't like wasting more energy. It's like I like doing that when I'm happy. Um, but yeah, and also listening to very uplifting music can help. Don't listen to music, to like sappy and sad music when you feel sad or down, like I used to do, because it's going to drag you down. Like, I remember my black metal years. I had like the thrash metal years, the death metal years, and the black metal years. And the most painful part of my life was the black metal years. So don't listen to a kind of music which matches with your mood at the moment, because it could really drag you down, and it really did in my case. Um, yeah, so alright, I hope this video was of help. Um, if not, I mean, I I hope I was able to explain what anxiety is. And if somebody, doesn't know what it is, maybe now that person has a clear idea of what anxiety is, because we always say anxiety, depression, but they're so cloudy definitions, like we don't even know what they mean. And when someone talks about them and you're like, yeah, I feel that way, you don't feel as alone. And if this video helps even one person feeling understood and feeling like someone really knows what it's like, then I will be satisfied. And if you have never gone through this, I'm so happy for you and I wish this will last forever. If you went through anxiety and depression and panic attacks and the personalization and the realization and eating disorders and whatever other issue, I'm so sorry. I want to say I'm so sorry this happened to you. I'm so sorry you had to live through that. And you are not alone. You're never alone, alright? You will always have a friend in me. And you will always have someone here who is willing to say something to help you, to support you, and to make you feel understood and loved. So I really hope this message will get through. Please, please, please let me know what you do when you feel anxious. What is it that you do that always works? Maybe you eat something nice. Maybe you buy yourself a little magazine like the one I bought for myself. By the way, this is a subscription. It was a bit expensive because it's an international subscription from the UK, but I didn't mind because I love Jacqueline Wilson so much, and I'm so happy to support her work. And I really hope one day she will maybe see a video, watch a video of mine, or just, maybe I will send her a message. I don't know, but Jacqueline Wilson, I love you so much. You have been such a great inspiration in my life, and you helped me through my darkest moments with your childlike magic, because you are basically a hybrid between an angel and a child, which is like the highest form of beauty in this universe, and it means so much to me to read your books and your works. I don't know, I'm going to send this message in the universe. Yeah, what do you do to feel better? I used to play guitar a lot and then I stopped. And I should start again, but I feel guilty towards my guitar. I loved her so much and I played her so long. And then all of a sudden I stopped, and it's such a pain for me. I should start all over again. And I'm also afraid because I was so trained when I used to play my electric guitar, and now I'm afraid I cannot play her anymore. But it's not like that. It's like riding a bicycle, you never forget that. Anyways, I really hope you like this video. Thank you for listening. Please, please let me know what you do, what works for you when you feel down, when you feel anxious, or what makes you happy in general. What is it that you always do and it always, puts you in a bright mood? Let me know, alright? So feel free to send me an email. I'm not sure if I will be able to reply, but also contact me on Instagram, on Facebook. On Facebook it's a little bit difficult, but on Instagram I almost always read all the messages. So on Twitter as well, feel free to contact me any way you want. Yeah, I'm sending you a huge hug and a big kiss. Bye.